Saratoga Center for the Family is a multi-service nonprofit organization really focused surrounding family wellness. We provide education services and prevention services to prevent child abuse and neglect. And then we also have a Child Advocacy Center where we investigate abuse and neglect cases. And then we also provide mental health services to help folks who have experienced trauma heal from what they've experienced.
In 1975, I took a graduate course called Child Abuse and Neglect for Educators and Administrators. And I was walking with my husband, and I said, I think Saratoga Springs could use a task force on child abuse and neglect that would focus on education and prevention. And maybe this could be my extra credit project. And I was pretty determined to see that through. At the same time, however, Judy Ekman and a group of about 12 women were focusing on child abuse. Judy and I got together and had countless discussions about how to form a task force. We named it the Saratoga County Task Force on Child Abuse and Neglect, and we focused on teaching others about the signs of child abuse and neglect, how to intervene, how to support parents, how to prevent it. Judy and I took leadership roles. We talked about child abuse, child neglect, and sexual abuse. And in the mid-1970s, that was really not talked about. There was a social stigma. We used language and sensitized people to understand why abuse occurs and what people can do to constructively and supportively help families. That base really was an important component of the beginning and the success of the center.
When I first came in, it was very volunteer-based. We were given space in the basement of the Nolan House. A lot of the referrals came through Child Protective Services, and so we were dealing with that population. Late 70s, early 80s, there were a couple of high-impact cases in Saratoga County of child sexual abuse by well-known people that people knew. And so I think that brought the subject of child sexual abuse into the public. So we started doing a lot more public education. We developed a program to take into schools on sex abuse prevention. We were really trying to get the community to see this as an issue. I know we were able to put I think it was a monthly column in the Saratogian on parenting, positive parenting. And the purpose of all of that, I think, was just to get the community to see us, to know that we were here, to know that, in fact, this wonderful community we live in, we have these problems as well, and we need your help.
During the time that the task force was starting to collaborate with the county and other service providers, we rebranded and became Saratoga Center for the Family.
We grew things by getting our name out and what we were doing so the community knew more of what was going on. That laid the groundwork for us to start raising the money we needed to be able to expand everything we were doing. So we needed larger space, we needed more staff, we needed more funding for programs. So that's what we did. We worked with the community, we grew their awareness, we worked with the partners to develop what we needed to have in place to apply to become a Child Advocacy Center.
One of the crucial things in the history of Saratoga Center for the Family was when we received the Harriet M. West Endowment.
My mother, Harriet West, had an amount of money that had to go to a non-funding organization, and I had been looking for places. My mother loved children and only had 2. She always helped kids. She lived on the river. Kids used to come up fishing. She'd invite them for lunch. They'd talk to her. I know she would love it. She would. She would feel good about it, helping other kids.
The Child Advocacy Center was a place where law enforcement, prosecutors, medical professionals, CPS workers, counselors could go to work together so that in real time people could work on a case and know what everybody else is doing. The child could be brought to the center, all those different agencies could come to the center, and the child could tell his or her story just one time. And so the center was really a way to become more efficient, to cause less trauma for that victim, and to make stronger cases for the prosecution. Over my career as a DA, I thought the cases were better. I thought the statements that the kids gave were consistent, were strong, they were better supported. So we had better cases. And then as a judge, I saw those cases in real time in court from testimony of witnesses, from kids who had to take the stand to testify against their abuser. They were better prepared, they were stronger cases. And so I thought there was substantial justice. I saw less trauma, and I saw we delivered resources better to kids, which is really the most important thing.
Well, the mission has always been to provide services at no cost, regardless of ability to pay. And we were doing that originally from donations and some private pay, but we really needed to branch out even more. We had fundraisers, and then we decided or came upon that it was time to look into insurance billing. So we started that, and that blossomed and helped out tremendously. It just helped us grow. We were able to provide more program, hire more staff, meet the needs of the phone calls that we were receiving on a regular basis for services. We branched out into collaboration with the Shen School District.
The Student Empowerment Services program that we have at Shenandoah Central School District was something that was developed to ensure that we were providing access for all students and ensuring that we were meeting the needs of our families and our students. We have Saratoga Center for the Family mental health counselors come to Shen and deliver services in Shen, but yet keeping kids in school, connected to the individuals that they feel safe, having opportunity to continue learning and still receiving their services.
Since my tenure as Executive Director, we have expanded our student empowerment services. It's one of our largest services now. We also have added more educational programming.
Saratoga Springs, we partner with the center to provide a variety of programs aimed at direct service supports to our students through the education-based programs. All school districts in the state of New York are required to have academic programming, prevention education programming related to Aaron's Law, and that's related to child sexual abuse. So we teach the kids to be proactive and thinking about prevention and education. And the center comes in and they provide the education not only to our students, but also the professional development and training for our staff, which is so critically important.
When the center started, it was a task force on child abuse and neglect. And it was created really just to educate the community surrounding the fact that child abuse and neglect happens here. Over the years, and the more education that has been provided to the community, the more we were able to identify the needs. I see our services always needing to be here, always continuing to grow. And so the challenge for us as the center is to keep up with the demand, with the need, and that's what we do.
50 years of the Saratoga Center for the Family means to me that there's been an active organization giving hope, giving support, education, resources, and prevention to help our families that are struggling and to strengthen our families. And that's so important in a community for families to feel supported.